Hey, it's Timescark11 with something a bit different than usual. So I was going through my box of Bionicle parts, trying to use up as many as possible so that I didn't have such a big box of Bionicle parts. And I made two Lego Mechas. I'll show the next one next week. For now, this is the first one that I made. So basically threw together as many Bionicle parts as I could to try and make some mechas based on various things. So this one is kind of a big mash between a bunch of different inspirations. So the inspirations for this one, it's based off of a mix between the Sinanju from Gundam with kind of the bulkier shape and this shield here. The Gustav Karl from Gundam with mainly the big bulky legs. It's not specifically based on any one thing, just general design ideas I got from a bunch of different things. The Amdusius from Xenoblade X, and then Lyla's Galdr from Xenoblade X. So basically, I just wanted to make like a heavily armored looking mech. So I looked around at various heavily armored mechs for different ideas for it. So here's a extra axe, the main axe, as chunky as it looks. It's actually really not as stable as it could be. Like, it looks like it's got a lot in there, but it's actually mostly just, I don't know exactly how I would describe it, but like the whole side of it is on this one piece here. The whole sides of the legs. So this is a Bionicle head turned upside down. I found that when I turned the head this way, it looked like the face of a Galdr, since one of the things I was basing this off of was Lyla's Galdr. I didn't really do much coloring on this. I mostly just added some green lines to look like energy lines. Since for the most part I was trying to use up all the red pieces that I had. Didn't quite use up every single red piece, but I got through quite a lot of them. Then when I was adding armor to it, I also put on a few non-bionicle pieces, since these just looked really fitting for the armor. And then this I took mostly from Ninjago pieces that were lying around, from a Ninjago mech that I had but got taken apart a while ago. So the back of it and these things, these sort of drone things, are also based off of the Galdrs. The way they have like 4 big shield drones floating around them. This is also based on that, but more so based on the way the Sinanju has its shield. Then on the back, I've got boosters here. Not sure if it was very visible, but from the front, There's also some thrusters. So nowhere near as detailed as the things I usually make, and more so just pieces thrown together as best as possible, since I'm not really used to making mechs. But I spent a whole day putting these things together, so I wanted to show them off. Would have been a waste to spend so much time making something and then not do a video on it. I've also got a small update I made to my Lego Skell, the Xenoblade Skell, so I'll probably show that in a few weeks after this. So I don't really have a name for this thing, so I guess I'll just call it Lyla's Galdr, since that was probably the biggest basis for it, especially with the coloring. But really not quite a Galdr. Just kind of a general custom mech. Also, I'm going to try to add more weapons to it, because what's a mech without a huge arsenal of weapons? So I've got the other one that I made that I'll have next week, and if there's any specific minifigures or Lego Pokemon that you want to see me make, then see commission info linked in the description, and see you next time!